Yep. Hey everyone. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Before I take any questions, I just want to go ahead and acknowledge the fact that boys played tough. It was a good game. It was one of those days where, for whatever reason, the ball just wasn't falling our way. Got kind of unlucky at the very beginning of the game. There's not much you can do. We had a game plan. We executed it well. We created a lot more chances, and overall, I felt really good about how we played as a team. I think it was our best performance yet, and we keep getting better week over week, which again is progress. We're still missing that quality in the final third. We're just not able to quite finish, and I think that's something that is going to be really important for this back half of the season to make sure that we are competitive and can win these games. So, yeah, that's I think kind of the quick nuts and bolts. But I'll go ahead and take some questions.
What happened on that penalty?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's tough when you go down in the first 3 minutes of the game. I'm not really sure what happened. It didn't look like a penalty to me. It was kind of shoulder to shoulder. I think the contact even was initiated on outside the box. It was right on the edge, and I think the referee just felt bad for the other team because they had 10 guys. Like I don't know. It was just one of those things where I don't know why he called it, but he did, and they converted, and since then they just kind of hung back and played defense, and it was tough. So unlucky. I think Leo feels the same way, and he played a great game, and it was just unfortunate that we got called for that penalty. So not much you can do there. I think one of the other things I want to shout out to is Kaler did a great job in the back, coming off his line. I know that's not something he's always super comfortable with and hasn't been historically, but I think this season he's had to do it, and definitely last game was one of those things where he really stepped up and was great coming off the line and really helped. We had a game plan against their fast guy up top. We executed it well, which again goes shout out to Case, Kyle, and that whole back line. Henry, Davies for stepping back there as well. We were able to really match that guy's speed and shut him down. They bombed some of those over the top the first 20 minutes, and then essentially you guys stopped it, and so that was that. So really proud of those guys for how they stepped up and executed there. I think, yeah.
What did you like seeing this week?
I liked seeing the times that we were combining and moving off the ball. It worked really well. I think that Tosin and Paul play well in the middle together. Obviously, they were down a man for the first, half and a little part of the second, so we had plenty of space in the midfield. We'll see how that matches up against other teams, but overall, I liked that duo, and I think we were able to run off of it. I think a lot of the guys did well. Luis, Leo, coming in there and kind of combining off of those guys as well. So I'd like to see more of that. I think moving more to that 4-4-2 gave us a little bit more offense. We naturally had a little bit more width, and I think that benefited us, especially in this last game. So if we can keep taking advantage of that, I think we'll do well. The other thing I like to see is Kyle's getting his head on the ball. We kind of switched things up, put him up there in the second half, and I think if we would have had a couple more services, kind of unlucky that a couple of those headers didn't go in. Keeper saved them, but I think that's a good duo, and his head is something we should be aiming for. So yeah, and this was a question from the press.
Why do we always lose?
Look, there's an adjustment. We knew this was going to be an adjustment coming in from Division Two to Division One. I think we're not playing with as much confidence as we should. We are a much better team than the way that we've been playing. So I'd like to see that confidence come out. I think nailing a couple more goals, getting some finishes, and getting back to that cadence would be great. I mean, if you look back at last season, we didn't win our first 3 or 4 games either. Now, they were draws, but they were games that we should have won that we didn't. And again, competition's different, but we've been a back half team. We were a back half team last year, and we're going to be a back half team this year. That's just the way it's got to be. While I felt like we should have won that last one, and kind of unfortunate we didn't get a result, I feel confident going into the back half of the season that we're going to be able to do that.
When are we going to score?
Again, I just kind of answered that, right? I think we had way more chances than they did. We just lacked that kind of final quality, and I think what I'm not seeing, and this goes from the entire team, this is from me, from everyone else, is that kind of like killer instinct to like really want to score. Like I feel like none of us at this point are really at that stage where like just all like a bloodhound salivating when we see the goal, and we need a little bit more of that kind of instinct. sometimes we're looking for too many passes, or we're trying to play the perfect ball. But we've just got to get more shots on target, and we'll start to see things fall.
What would you like to see more of next week?
Well, next week is going to be interesting. We don't know a lot about this team. They're kind of new to the league. They've played well, though, and they've gotten some results. So I think they're going to be a tough team. But that being said, we're a good team as well. And I think if we come out, we're going to do well. So I'd like to see more of that sort of killer instinct that we talked about, and see if we can get some goals. Would love to get some more guys on the scoring sheet, because right now our only goal this season is an own goal from. So anyway, we got some work to do on that front, and I'm feeling good about it.
Have you thought about retirement?
Look, I'm not retiring anytime soon. Don't worry about that. I'm in Florida, unfortunately, for work, so I'm gonna miss this game. But we go out there, play strong. We're gonna have a bye week. Everyone's gonna have a bye week because we have Easter that next week. So really it's this week, and then we're into April, and it's the back half of the season, and it's about executing. So we need to get some results. At least get a point. Hopefully get 3. But let's score some goals. I think that'll make a big deal. But yeah, don't worry. The rumors, trade rumors, inducements here in Florida, that's all just rumor mills. So I'm not going anywhere. I'll be around and wouldn't abandon the guys.
Will the opposing team's keeper get a randomly drug test?
I don't know. That's a question for Umar in the league. I don't really know what's going on there. I haven't had to do that personally, but you never know. I'm not really sure what the policy is on performance-enhancing drugs, and maybe non-performance enhancing drugs too. The league's a little lax, and certain referees are more strict than others. So no idea. So can't answer that question, but yeah, we'll see.
What do we know about our opponents?
Again, this is a team that we don't know a ton about. Seems like they've got some quality, but we've got quality as well. So we're just going to come out there fast, strong, and get some goals. So I'm excited. Game plan for the league, I think Kyle is said he's going to step up and kind of put something together. So hopefully that will do well. That'll be good.
What about our injuries?
Yeah, so I know this last week we were missing Corey. He had a rib thing that he was nursing, so hopefully he'll be back this week. We'll see. TBD. We had, again, a couple guys out. Alex was traveling. We had a couple other guys that couldn't make it. So hopefully we'll be able to get the team healthy. I know Cola is nursing a hamstring injury, so he's going to be out next week. So again, we're going to have an extra bye week with everyone having the 2 weeks off with Easter Sunday. So we'll have plenty of rest time to hopefully get guys healthy, and we can perform well.
What's going to happen to the Mick Ultras?
Yeah, so even though I'm not going to be here this next week, Mick Ultras are still on the table. So just have to wait to collect come April. But yeah, hey, make me go out and buy some more cases. That's what they're there for. Their incentive. So yeah, overall, that's all I've got, and I'm feeling confident going to the back half of the season. And let's go, boys. Anyway, thanks for the questions. That's all I got time for. See you guys.